Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PCG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case you're new to charts? I do offer an explanation video at that link, so if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you've seen PCG in the headlines and on the news, and it's just not a very good time for the company. But from a trading perspective, from a stock perspective, especially after today's price movement, certainly a very interesting setup going on, and the setup is not fancy. And it all begins around a very simplistic point of view in terms of right there at 355. Very, very clearly, people are buying and wanting to buy, because not only did that level stop the bleeding from the first 30 minutes of the day, you fast forward to this afternoon when the price rolled back over. And once again, right around that 355 mark, once again did hold as support. And earlier on in the day when the price got around that area, there was, as you see there, the nice bounce. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, and I wish I could say trading was this easy, but just because it bounced off 355 before does not mean that it's guaranteed to bounce off it again. But it's at least a logical question to be throwing out there right now. Case in point, let's say that the price had never bounced off of 350 or 355, and I'm sitting here saying, hey, it's looking like the price could bounce off 355. You'd be totally justified to say, what are you talking about? It's never bounced off that area before. What makes you think it's going to bounce? And you know what? You'd be totally right. But in this situation, it actually has. So again, does that mean that it's guaranteed to happen? No. Does that make it a valid, does that make it a rational and logical thought to have? Absolutely. And in fact, this is, from a technical pattern perspective, potentially some sort of double bottom pattern may be taking shape. And none of this is some sort of great discovery on my part. I assure you, people that use charts, understand charts, have taken notice of this dynamic, and they're wondering the same thing. Hey, maybe there's going to be some sort of double bottom pattern that forms. Now, obviously, maybe not obvious if you're new to charts, but if the price goes sideways here and then just crashes down through 355, everything I'm talking about goes out the window, because that the setup would have been destroyed at that point in time. But as I speak right now, the setup still stands, and there's that opportunity for maybe some sort of double bottom bounce to the upside. In the event it does bounce, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance. Initial level of resistance, keep an eye on, going to be right there at the $4.10 mark. If $4.10 can be broken, then things start to space out a little bit more, and next key level not up until right around $4.75. So the potential is there, but this is definitely, if you're not willing to honor stop losses and set up trade plans and follow those rules, then and manage risk, this is definitely not a setup for you. But if you are, then yeah, the risk versus reward is presenting some very interesting angles here. So let's see how this one plays out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.